dogs bagging all the chips. Never tripping, almost floating in these Yeezy kicks. I see your girlie is a fan, so we gon' take a pic. Man, holy shit, I gotta have it, I'ma get it quick. You tryna find me, check my snap, I'm in Venice, bitch. Sipping on some Douce, pockets feeling thick.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Wisco, and today's video should be short and sweet, but it's just basically me giving you guys my opinion on the way Jordan brand and just the sneaker culture and period is moving and how I feel about it. So, I mean, let's get right into it. So basically the way I feel right now is the sneaker brand, Jordan brand in particular, is just, they're moving way too fast. I think they're becoming more greedy and more about the money than focusing on the actual culture, if that makes sense. I mean, it's kind of obvious to tell like that the whole transition from focusing more on the nostalgia and the culture and just the legacy of Jordan period is just is 360 now. Now they're just focusing more on just the profits and how much sneakers they can throw out there and flood the market with. That is getting to a point where it's just oversaturated, and it's forcing people like me who's been following this brand for so many years to kind of want to just step back a little bit and just, you know, move on to something else. Like, I could take it back from day one. So when I was young, it was me and my brothers and sisters, like 6 of us living in an apartment in Brooklyn. So that being said, off the back, you could already tell, like, damn, he definitely wasn't getting no sneakers from his parents. And it's true, like, trying to get a pair of kicks or expensive shoes from my father was not happening because too many mouths to feed. So that just motivated me more to want to go out and, you know, make my own money and do my own thing. And especially when you go to school and you're in public school and you see your friends pull up with the brand new Space Jams or like the brand new Retro 13s and whatever Jordan was rocking at the time. This was like 97, 98, you know. So whatever Jordan was rocking at the time, my friends would come up to school with them, and I'm like, damn, I wish I could have them. So as soon as I started getting my own little money, of course the first brand I'm going to run to is Jordan brand. So when I started getting my little bread and I started working and stuff, the first thing I did was I threw money on some J's, and I've been rocking with them ever since, you know. And it's unfortunate that, you know, the whole thrill and excitement of going out and trying to wait online with your friends and trying to cop them like early in the morning on Black Friday or whatever the case is, that whole excitement and the feel and the thrill of trying to get them, even if you win, you take an L, or you actually pick up a pair and you win, just the whole, like, just that whole feeling is gone. Like, nowadays, I'm gonna admit it, I'm the same way, but nowadays you can go online right now and just wait till they drop, throw a couple of extra dollars and just wait for that shit to come in the mail. So like that whole feeling of just going out there and hustling and busting your ass trying to get them and be the first one on the block to pull up with them is like, that feeling is no longer there. And I feel kind of upset and sad for the brand, and sad for the kids out there that you know, this is what they're getting used to now. This is what they're comfortable with. They're comfortable going on their phone during their lunch break, or like while they're sitting home bored, just going on their app and just downloading an app and putting in what shoe they want and paying extra dollars, $200, $300 extra dollars to have a pair of shoes shipped to their house. They're not really getting the full experience, you know, like there's just the thrill of going out there and trying to get a pair and waiting online and talking to fellow sneakerheads and seeing what they got on their feet, you know, camping outside, just hanging out with other enthusiasts, and that's the best part about the culture. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's still other places and other ways that they still kind of practice they kind of practice that kind of method of picking up the shoes, but I mean, these days the trend is moving towards online buying and reselling, and it's been doing that for a couple of years now. I'm not saying it's something brand new, but as somebody who's been following the Jordan brand for so many years, like, I miss the nostalgia and the old methods of doing things, and I kind of wish they could bring that back. Like, even right now, I'm getting to the point where it's like I got all the J's I wanted, you know, and then some. And now I go to the mall and I can look at the rack and see a whole bunch of retros. Just because they have the retro number doesn't mean they're retros, but they have a whole bunch of retros with all these crazy colorful designs and crazy, like, just remastered textures and a whole bunch of extra shit for more money than what the original retros were that Jordan never wore. And they throwing them out there like every week. It's like a new one consistently every week. It's just like, I don't want to buy that shit, and at the same time I don't want to go outside and buy a pair of kicks and go outside and see like 18 other people wearing the same shoes as me. So it's like, it's one of those things where I just feel like they just doing way too much, and they just need to press their brakes and slow down just a little bit. You know, maybe take a little hiatus, wait for a little bit, and then drop some crazy exclusive retro, like official retro from back in the 90s. Drop that shit real quick and just let everybody get that feeling back. But I mean, that's just me talking. I'm just rambling right now, but that's just how I feel. Like I just wish it could go back to the old ways, and just the old way of doing things it just was more exciting and more fun to me, being a sneakerhead and just being a part of the culture. And now it's just, I know, I feel like I can just go right here on my computer and just get whatever I want, pay a little extra, and then call it a day and just wait till that shit comes to the mail and experience that shit by myself. You know, just open my box by myself. And I mean, I guess that's why more people are going to YouTube and these kind of medias and just experience it with you guys, because there's no other way to do it. Before, we used to go to the mall and do it and open it up, and you would be with a whole bunch of other people who was able to cop a pair and then just sit there and talk and chat, go get some food, hang out, chill in the parking lot. But none of that stuff is happening anymore, so it's kind of whack, it's kind of sad, and I feel bad for these kids who never got to experience that. But it is what it is. Times do change. It's sad, but I kind of hope they go back to some of the old methods, and I hope Jordan Brand chills out with these crazy kicks that they dropping every fucking week. It's just ridiculous, and they need to chill out with those prices. It's just, I don't understand them. Like, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. If you feel, if you agree with me, make sure you put that down in the comments below. If you disagree, I'll be more than happy to discuss it with you too, because I mean I'm open to anything. But this is just how I feel. I mean, I'm an 80s baby, but the 90s was when it was like the shit to go out and just go hunting for sneakers. Now it's just a whole different game. But I mean, let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, press the like button. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe. And like always, be safe, take care, and God bless. And keep rocking your kicks. Take care, everybody.